Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Out come the Rams, and at the controls, the former Cal Bears standing at 6'4", quarterback Jared Goff.
There's a toughness about Jared Goff that maybe he doesn't get enough credit for. His freshman year at Cal, the team went 1-11. His rookie year with the Rams, he was 0-7 as a starter. Undaunted in either case, and has come back each and every time to flash the goal that made him the #1 overall pick in the draft when he came out of Cal.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Goff now looks to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
3rd and 2. Goff.
Initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They're going to go for it. It's gone. And down in, it's Woods. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Goff throwing again. Airing it out deep for Wolf. It's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go off and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
He showed it right there. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, then you can into it real soon.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Goff now to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive.
For the point after.
Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game, then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
The Cardinals.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at Brett Hundley, the former UCLA Bruin, he'll be the man under center.
He's someone who can definitely beat you with his legs when a play breaks down. But for him to take the next step, for him to continue to get better in the league, pocket presence, able to deliver, and accurately, that's going to be his mission.
Throwing Hundley. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hundley looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down.
Now Hundley. He's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the lead after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talked about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
They've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot, or do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in the play with a loss. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Cardinals
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Buying time is left. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hundley trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st.
Golf will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. He starts with a give to Akers. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
The ball carrier.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
3rd and long. It's gone.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
It's taken at the 25. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds.
Number
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 31, Hunley. With pressure, and down he goes. They send him back at the 36.
Loss of 5 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hopkins making the catch. And he is going to have it. Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Murray. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. They weren't able to do so on that play.
A 38-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked for someone else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for goal. Let's take it in. Complete to Reynolds. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback and say, he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming. Hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him. Let's get able to cover on the back end.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a run with Akers. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Goff now looking to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here's a throw at the line, complete to his running back right side. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. 3rd down here.
Well, when you get a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. 37 yards there on the run. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. First down, Murray. Fitzgerald. They're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And down he goes on the pressure. From the Rams defense. Aaron Donald with a sack.
A loss of 9 yards.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray going deep for Hopkins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll bring this one back to the 29. a time or two and get it into the locker room.
What you're saying makes absolute perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's gone. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff got to throw deep for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Cooper Kupp.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. The second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make him punt it. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. He hits the up one, but it caroms in anyway. They're plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and out the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Cardinals 3. Matt Gay set to kick off.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Steps away to his left. They'll run it, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
From the gun, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An important play right here in 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. turnovers at all. An interception here on the opening drive in the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Gonna run the sweep here. This is Cobb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A gain of 2.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the gun on third down. Gone. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, goal. Traffic, and it's intercepted. Baker with a pick. To the races, down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
For Arizona.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Isaiah Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. They'll set up the screen with Akers. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Out of the gun. Goff. Incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now is that throw back in the direction? They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
37-yard line.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. starting to drive the drain. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Donald on the
Well, they're
stop.
hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their
At
offense.
the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Edmonds. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Number 29.
Call that a
Chase
gain of
Edmonds,
5 as the clock
carrier.
ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First down. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The offense staying out there. They were prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
And out.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt, you talk about taking a chance there
Number 23,
and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied this stage of the contest. Boy. They'll go again here with Akers.
Offense.
So he gets a big right tackle.
You think being able to second that block could be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
On 2nd down, here's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it would be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's a pickup of 13.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now gone. That's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Andy Isabella on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Edmonds, the ball carrier.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all these pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Huntley's pass complete to Christian Kirk.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Edmonds. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Hundley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun snap as they look to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Airing this one off for Fitzgerald. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. Akers, and past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might be.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chandler Jones, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now the original line of scrimmage, thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
That's a gain of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's complete. And it's going to be taken down. A flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled.
Hidden yardage in the game, that's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Gone. They'll take this off to Akers. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10.
16.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around. Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game,
And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing, Hundley. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Hundley. Johnson goes left. Incomplete. Penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert. 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll drop to throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. That is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by David Moore. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Lions touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. You have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill,
for us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception. Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Eyes on the Cardinals now. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. He lost the football, but I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. It's relatively easy to see. I know exactly what here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiple. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Out of the gun, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Right side to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, no matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep them
try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find Kirk complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cunliffe. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
He's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Webster on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And they take a knee. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for your kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home teams.
18.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline, because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.